Afghanistan is breaking down quick as Biden's troop withdrawal proceeds. Recently, a solitary Taliban shooter with a red skull cap and a rifle walked up to the entryways of Mazar-I-Sharif, Afghanistan's fourth biggest city, and snapped a selfie. The last time the Taliban controlled the city was 20 years prior, when they left many prisoners in steel shipping compartments to suffocate and pass on in the searing desert heat. Presently, the aggressors are once again at the city entryways by and by, as a feature of a lightning hostile against Afghan government powers that has set alerts ringing from Kabul to Washington. Individually, the Taliban has been assuming control over regions in various territories in northern Afghanistan as of late, nearby authorities told CNN. The Taliban says it has assumed responsibility for 90 areas the nation over since the center of May. Some were seized without a solitary shot discharged. The UN's exceptional emissary on Afghanistan, Deborah Leon, put the figure lower, at 50 out of the country's 370 locale, yet told the Security Council on Tuesday she dreaded the most noticeably terrible was on the way. Most locale that have been taken encompass common capitals, proposing that the Taliban are situating themselves to attempt to take these capitals once unfamiliar powers are completely removed, Leon said. The desperate alerts come only 2 months after President Joe Biden reported that US and NATO troops would pull out from Afghanistan by September 11. Leaving was never going to be pretty, however the most recent turn is uglier than anticipated. While the arrangement was concocted by the Trump Organization, the inappropriate results are arriving in Biden's lap before the pullout has even been finished. On a guide, it's not difficult to see the point Leon is making. An unmistakable model is Mazar-I-Sharif, the greatest city in the north and a huge force place by its own doing. Check out it to locale the Taliban have taken, in Faryab territory, southwest of Mazar, in Balkh region, encompassing it toward the north, and in the territories of Kunduz and Takhar toward the northwest and west. The aggressors are circumnavigating the city like lions. An Afghan authorities sent many fighters to tie down all entryways to the city Monday. The Taliban's strategies are intended to strike dread into Afghan hearts, debilitate the military's resolve, and injure and at last crumble the force of the state. Effectively, the country's different ethnic networks, from Hazaras to Uzbeks to Tajiks, are hoping to shield themselves from the assault of Taliban assaults. Ata Muhammad Nur, a previous warlord and ex-legislative head of Balkh, the territory home to Mazar-I-Sharif, has encouraged his transcendently Tajik bunch Jamiat-e-Islami, which battled the Taliban as a feature of the Northern Alliance during the 1990s, to wage war once more. I call upon every one of the leaders and gave fighters of Jamiat-e-Islami the nation over to remain close by the Afghan security powers to shield their territory and their kin, he tweeted recently. Beside the security issues, the Taliban's present hostile experiences additionally uncovered continuous harmony exchanges with the Afghan government as a trick. One Afghan government moderator, talking from the site of the discussions in Doha, Qatar, said the Taliban hostile had gotten the public authority unsuspecting gouged resolve. The Taliban are moving quickly, bringing about a quick decay in the security climate. We were surprised by the scale and extent of mishaps in the north. The Taliban are abusing apprehension and utilizing fear to speed up the control of the locale. Their penetration of the common capitals comes at a frightening second for my country, mediator Habiba Sarabi told CNN on Wednesday. During the 1990s, I covered the Taliban's ascent to predominance, from their catch of Kabul in late 1996 to the day of the demise on September 11, 2001, when their visitors in Afghanistan, the fear-based oppressor bunch Al-Qaeda, cut down the World Trade Center's twin pinnacles. I remained in the capital that evening as Northern Alliance officers flew challenging attacks into Kabul air terminal. They were the last holdouts against the Taliban. That is the reason it's huge the Taliban are starting off this hostile in the north, not their heartland in the south and east. The north was the hardest piece of the country for them to break last time. Their assumption is on the off chance that they have triumphed there, achievement will stream a lot simpler in the customary countries further south. The technique of subduing the north stretches out to undermining and benefiting from shipping lanes to neighbors. On Monday night they caught the significant border town of Shirkan Bandar, Afghanistan's principal crossing into Tajikistan. Prior in the day, top Tajik government authorities had met to examine worries about the developing shakiness nearby. There is no sign that the Taliban expect to take their battle north of the boundary, however in the past Tajikistan has been a crucial conductor for provisions streaming to the assailants' northern foes. America's drawdown is by all accounts the game changer. The Taliban have been beaten back a few times lately, strikingly from Kunduz in 2015. The Taliban courted momentarily before US airstrikes were brought in. Regular citizen setbacks were high yet the aggressors were driven out. The aggressor bunch has always been unable to withstand the substantial US and NATO air attacks backing Afghan ground powers, yet now the US and NATO are leaving, so is a large part of the danger of refined and supported air power. Also, the Taliban are very much aware of this. Ongoing Taliban recordings from their most recent hostile uncover that at times they are winning without shooting a shot. One phone recording shows the acquiescence of an Afghan armed force caravan of American-made reinforced Humvees. The Afghan officers toss their weapons in a chaotic heap as another of their number brings down the public banner from one of the vehicles. The Taliban move in to guarantee their prize, fast-moving, generally safe capability, any semblance of which no nation would sell them. The U.S. representative to the UN cautioned the Taliban on Tuesday that a tactical triumph would not be perceived. The aggressors' apparent longing for worldwide acknowledgement has been the mantra supporting the American exit. The rationale of the American contention was basic: the Taliban wouldn't renege on their concurrences with the US since they desire worldwide acknowledgement. The occasions of this previous week seem to puncture that presumption. On Friday, Afghan President Ashraf Ghani is set to meet with Biden at the White House. What he is probably not going to get from the world's most influential man is a mea culpa, nor the soldiers and airpower to counter the Taliban's dishonesty.